I will let you tell it.
No, you're
No,
the best.
I want you to tell it.
You really are the best. You proving it here today. As much as I'm proving it, you proving it.
Darkest times in your life, sometimes you gotta do that. I was
gay and you never expected. They be having these ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited to be at the mansion party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms, and you look in the wrong room and shit.
Sean Diddy Combs is facing significant backlash due to the resurfacing of a maltreatment video. The rapper allegedly paid $50,000 to have the footage removed. Already embroiled in numerous accusations of physical harassment, human exploitation, and mistreatment, Diddy finds himself in deeper trouble. The video, originally emerging in 2016, depicts him harshly attacking his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Despite their nearly decade-long relationship, Ventura remained silent about the maltreatment until November 2023, years after their breakup. With this footage coming out, Katt Williams, who has been releasing bombshell revelations here and there for quite some time now, has something to say. Stick around until the end of the video to know more about this Hollywood mess. But of course, before we go any further, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos just like this.
I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now.
About the video that came out today, Diddy pitting his hands on Cassie.
Man, you know that was crazy. And I know people gonna think that, yo, this is all what Gene wanted to see. But now, listen here, man. The devil got a purpose, God got a plan.
Sean Diddy Combs reportedly paid $50,000 to have a disturbing video removed. New details about Cassie's lawsuit emerged in November, revealing that Diddy was caught on camera in 2016 dragging, kicking, and screaming at Cassie. According to her complaint, Diddy paid $50,000 to obtain the hotel surveillance footage of the incident. CNN confirmed that the video was recorded at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles, which remains closed. Cassie's complaint states, upon information and belief, Mr. Combs paid Intercontinental Century City $50,000 for security footage of the hallway that night. He was seen dragging and punching me. The statement came 4,444 days after Diddy claimed people were trying to assassinate and destroy his reputation and legacy. Despite his silence, the new video leaves no room for doubt about his actions. In the video, Diddy can be seen catching Cassie as she tries to get into the elevator. He then punches her, knocks her to the ground, kicks her roughly until she passes out, and then drags her into her room. In January, comedian Katt Williams gave an in-depth interview with Shannon Sharpe on the Club Shay Shay podcast. Throughout the interview, the 52-year-old praised his fellow rappers and other celebrities in the music industry. However, Williams' comments about the coming home rapper went viral on social media as Diddy faces multiple charges of SA and mistreatment. In a video shared on X, formerly Twitter, Williams appeared to expose Diddy with a cryptic statement. "I have to protect my integrity in the virgin hole I told you about. Diddy wanted to party, so you have to tell him no," he said, adding, "I had to tell him no. I have receipts for everything I'm talking about."
Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't, people say that, he lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him $50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that was telling you about. Right.
Amazingly, Williams seemingly foresaw Diddy's clash with the authorities. In the interview, he stated, "All these damn insane people are going to rot in hell. In 2024, it seems so. It's about all of them. It doesn't matter if you are Diddy or whoever you are. All lies will be exposed. In 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it."
All of these is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have no more of these.
Amen, amen.
The school dance star also highlighted the last night singer's rude behavior towards women, saying, "When I see people's wives and stuff, I don't even look at them. I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have because I know how blessed I am. If I look at it, I got it. That's how Diddy feels," Williams added. As the resurfaced interview went viral, netizens flooded social media platforms, claiming that Williams tried to warn us about Diddy. One user wrote on X, "The only celebrity we should be taking seriously is Katt Williams. He's honest and not afraid of the truth." Another wrote, "The Oracle. In ancient times, the court jester was the only one allowed to mock the king as he brought reality with humor. Katt Williams is that court jester." One more said, "Feds looking for Diddy ever since Katt Williams said this." 2024 has never been the same. The R&B singer claims that their on and off relationship commenced in 2005 when she was 19 and Combs was 37. Ventura, who had a boyfriend at the time, and Combs, who was publicly dating Kim Porter, allegedly began their relationship despite these circumstances. Ventura acquiesced to Combs' advances in September 2007, fearing retaliation if she refused him. In 2008, Combs supposedly introduced her to opiates to maintain control over her. Throughout the years, he allegedly subjected her to frequent and severe physical maltreatment. Moreover, Combs allegedly coerced Ventura into participating in substance-induced venereal acts with adult workers, which he termed freak-offs. He supposedly filmed and directed these encounters, engaging in self-gratification while doing so.
37.
Looking at this lawsuit, she alleges that, Diddy, he'll make her look online for their freak-off sessions. And she say that, in this lawsuit that, Diddy, he enjoyed watching her get smacked. So, what you think about that?
Do you think she was the only one getting Bob?
According to the complaint, Combs signed Ventura to his label Bad Boy Records, immersing the teenager in a fast-paced, substance-fueled lifestyle that ultimately led to her struggles with substance overuse. The music mogul allegedly introduced Ventura to opiates in 2008 to maintain control over her, leaving pills and other substances openly accessible. Ventura alleges that Combs subjected her to frequent and severe physical mistreatment over the years, often in the presence of staff and business associates, without anyone daring to challenge one of hip-hop's most prominent figures, as stated in the filing.
Baby, shit getting weird. Come on, baby, it's hot outside. You in that blanket, let's go jog on the beach.
In one harrowing incident recounted by Ventura, she alleges that Combs flew into a rage when she conversed with another music manager at an LA party in 2009. According to her account, Combs forcibly ejected her from the club and into a vehicle, where he proceeded to stomp on her face until she was left bleeding. Following this alleged attack, the rapper supposedly confined her to a hotel for a week as she recuperated from her injuries and prohibited her from seeing her mother until she had sufficiently recovered. 2 years later, in 2011, Ventura claims that Combs erupted in fury upon learning of her brief involvement with Kid Cudi during a period when Ventura and Combs were not together. Allegedly, Combs physically attacked her in response, and several months later, he supposedly issued a threat to destroy Kid Cudi's car. The court documents state, around that time, Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. A spokesperson for Kid Cudi affirmed the veracity of Ventura's account to the New York Times. The suit details Ventura's attempts to break free from Combs, who was prone to uncontrollable rage, but she was persuaded to return to him under explicit threats that ending the relationship would jeopardize her success in the entertainment industry. In 2016, she was explicitly informed that her single would not be released if she left her partner and boss, as outlined in the lawsuit. The potential negative impact on her career by rejecting Combs led her to reluctantly accept his relentless advances, including an alleged forced kiss during a party while Combs was still in a relationship with actress Kim Porter. Ms. Ventura was repulsed by Mr. Combs' demands, but between the physical beatings and recognizing his immense power and volatile temper, she became terrified of her partner and boss. feeling unable to refuse, the filing states.
How can we get a tape of this?
I'm gonna send it to him. I will email it to you.
Email me the whole thing.
Yes,
I love
yes,
it. I love that you constantly.
Believe in love at first sight?
I do.
Was it love at first sight with your boyfriend?
It was a long time ago.
Combs allegedly exerted an extraordinary level of control over Ventura's life beyond his role as her employer, including managing her finances, covering the expenses for her Manhattan and Los Angeles apartments, both conveniently located just blocks away from his own residences. Additionally, he supposedly compelled her to carry a firearm in her handbags as a means to assert his dominance and convey to his young girlfriend his aggression, power, and supposed danger. Furthermore, he exercised authority over her health, mandating that the results of an MRI scan Ventura underwent, potentially related to excessive substance use and/or head injuries from Combs's alleged beatings, be sent directly to his residence. In 2015, Ventura alleged that Combs compelled her to leave her 29th birthday celebration to attend a freak-off at a nearby hotel. According to the lawsuit, when she ended the relationship over dinner in 2018, he allegedly forced his way into her home and maltreated her. Combs's attorney, Ben Brofman, vehemently denied these allegations, stating that Combs rejects them as offensive and outrageous. Brofman further claimed that Ventura had been demanding $30 million from Combs for the past 6 months under the threat of publishing a damaging book about their relationship, a demand that was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail. Brofman stated to Page 6, despite withdrawing her initial threat, Ms. Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. The lawsuit also named Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Records, Epic Records, and Combs Enterprises, alleging that they failed to protect their employee against the egregious behavior of her boss.
This man had this woman search for online just for them to have her.
In December 2015, rumors circulated that the former couple had parted ways after Ventura shared a meme on Instagram featuring a sleeping baby with the caption, "How I sleep, knowing that I'm single and nobody cheating on me." Although she swiftly deleted the post, Us Weekly reported in August 2016 that they were still in a relationship. However, 2 years later, it was confirmed that they had permanently split. Cassie's representative stated to Love B. Scott at the time, they are indeed no longer together and haven't been for months.
I want you to shave the side of your head. And I was like, what the request is that? So when I'm like, when I look up there.
The filing states that her volatile and sadistic partner, also her label owner, thereby holding her future success in his hands, had complete control over every aspect of her life. Whenever Ventura attempted to escape from Combs' harsh actions, she was forcibly pulled back into the relationship due to his extensive network and deranged aggression, according to the suit. In 2018, Ventura ended her relationship with Combs over dinner, but he allegedly forced his way into her home, which he had financed, and attacked her, the lawsuit states. This marked the culmination of the alleged pattern of mistreatment. Subsequently, Ventura severed all ties with Combs, including the record label and properties he had financed, the suit asserts. The filing states that Ms. Ventura has now successfully escaped from Mr. Combs, but the lasting harm caused by the essays she's endured over nearly a decade will forever haunt her. It reads, she has required extensive medical and psychological care to begin recovering from the trauma she endured. It continues, however, she cannot remain silent about the horrors she experienced. Mr. Combs remains immensely powerful and dangerous. Therefore, Ms. Ventura seeks justice for the decade of her life that Mr. Combs stole from her through threats of maltreatment, excessive substance use, physical and psychological mistreatment, and intimate exploitation. Ventura was ultimately compelled to bring attention to her decade of maltreatment and harshness through the Adult Survivors Act, a New York law enabling alleged SA survivors to file civil suits even beyond the statute of limitations for a 1-year period, until November 24. As New York's Adult Survivors Act deadline loomed, it became evident that this was an opportunity to voice the trauma I endured and will continue to grapple with, she expressed.
And one time I had read something that Cassie couldn't take it no more. She told her friend
And this was she was under a non-disclosure and everything like that. She told her friend she couldn't take it no more because she had seen this dude do something.
Katt Williams has built a reputation for uncovering the concealed and dubious facets of Hollywood. He possesses intricate knowledge about everyone in the industry and isn't one to keep secrets to himself. Despite his recent silence amidst the Diddy controversy, fans are intrigued because Katt typically doesn't shy away from speaking his mind on such matters. It's not about seeking attention for him. He isn't merely chasing fame. It appears he was waiting for the right moment to unveil the juicy details surrounding the Diddy situation, and he has plenty to disclose. Katt has always been a beacon shedding light on the less glamorous aspects of Hollywood. In the past, he was among the first to assert that rumors about a dark underbelly in Hollywood, particularly involving the Illuminati, are not mere conspiracy theories, but factual occurrences. He openly expresses his disdain for the Illuminati and aligns himself as anti-Illuminati.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them. End quote.
There are those among us who staunchly oppose the Illuminati, even if it means facing personal consequences. Those who stand against the Illuminati often endure backlash, metaphorically taking a punch in the face from the media and enduring widespread disapproval. What's commendable is that these individuals, such as Katt Williams, refuse to retreat from speaking the truth. In the ongoing situation involving Diddy, Katt alleges that Diddy's actions extend beyond merely grooming young artists. Supposedly, he engages in reprehensible behaviors to silence and maintain control over them. Surprisingly, Katt has been shedding light on Diddy's dubious dealings for years, but his revelations went largely unnoticed because people were unaware of the full extent of Diddy's actions. There were occasional murmurs about Diddy's peculiar conduct, including instances where he supposedly took credit for his artist's work without offering them compensation. However, it was Cassie's lawsuit that unveiled the darker aspects of Diddy's character that he supposedly concealed. The lawsuit brought forth disturbing revelations, with Cassie alleging that Diddy groomed her during her tenure on his label, enduring mistreatment for 11 years. It wasn't merely a matter of dealing with a challenging boss. She asserted that she made little headway under Bad Boy Records, and the relationship eventually turned physically rough, resulting in her sustaining bruises. The lawsuit against Diddy brought to light even more troubling allegations, including accusations of maltreatment and insinuations that Diddy supposedly orchestrated encounters for Cassie with male escorts while he observed. Cassie courageously exposed these unsettling details. In light of these revelations, fans are reevaluating what Katt Williams alluded to previously regarding Diddy's alleged misconduct with young artists.
King of the if you ask me, baby. Shit. Jermaine Dupri, small as a child.
A few years ago, Katt Williams cast aspersions on both Diddy and Jermaine Dupri, suggesting they were involved in detrimental actions towards the Crisscross Boys. He implied that these alleged behaviors played a role in one of the boys' struggles with substance overuse, culminating in a fatal overdose in 2013. For those unfamiliar, Crisscross comprised Chris Kelly and Chris Smith, the duo famous for their hit Jump. They skyrocketed to fame at a tender age, achieving superstar status at just 12 and 13 years old. However, like many child stars, they encountered significant challenges. While Jermaine Dupri served as their music mentor, Katt Williams suggested that the mentorship extended beyond the confines of the studio, alleging that Jermaine and Diddy groomed them in ways that transcended the music industry. The Crisscross Boys attained considerable success, with 3 hit albums overseen by Jermaine Dupri. Nonetheless, rumors swirled regarding alleged instances of SA suffered by both boys, with both Jermaine and his associate Diddy implicated in these distressing accusations. As per Katt Williams, the supposed ordeal drove Chris Kelly to seek solace in substances as a mean to cope with his pain. This battle persisted until 2013, when he was discovered unconscious at his Atlanta residence. Despite being swiftly taken to the hospital, he was pronounced lifeless 3 days later. The news was a devastating blow to his family, who publicly acknowledged his long-standing struggle with substance overuse for the first time. Jermaine Dupri shared his grief in a statement, but observers noted his apparent lack of familiarity with Chris, evident in his omission of basic details like Chris's age. Then years later, one of the members tragically passed away at a relatively young age. The timing prompted inquiries and heightened the intricacies surrounding the situation.
That's why you never see the product suffer, because I am the product. That's why he never is nowhere re-upping, because he is re-upped.
As time passed, Chris and Jermaine drifted apart, with Chris deliberately avoiding contact with Jermaine. Despite this, Jermaine appeared to assert a closer bond than reality reflected. Fans noticed a change in Chris Kelly's demeanor, observing him appearing subdued and withdrawn after becoming involved with Jermaine and Diddy. Initially attributed to industry pressures, these revelations now paint a heartbreaking picture of what Chris may have endured behind the scenes. Jermaine's alleged essay isn't the sole concern. There are allegations that he permitted others in the industry to partake in similar behavior. Some even suggest a peculiar ritual between Diddy and Jermaine, supposedly involving exploiting their artists for each other and others within their inner circle. For example, reports imply Diddy allegedly engaged in similar conduct with members of his girl group, Danity Kane, possibly explaining his fixation on their appearance. Returning to Criss Cross, it seems they harbored suspicions about Jermaine from the outset. Despite being only 11 and 12 when they initially encountered him, they had an uneasy feeling. In a past interview, Chris Kelly recalled meeting Jermaine at an Atlanta mall while playing video games. Jermaine approached them, expressing his interest in grooming them into rap musicians. Chris Smith remembered considering Jermaine might be a peer, admitting they were clueless about his identity. Presented with the option between attending school and pursuing stardom, they chose the latter, oblivious to the hurdles that awaited them.
I obviously can't afford to get anything else.
Like I told Puppy, I don't let men take me out, sir. I'm good.
Picture Jermaine approaching a pair of kids at the mall, proposing to transform them into stars without even assessing their rap abilities. It emits an unsettling aura, prompting speculation about whether Jermaine's intentions extended beyond merely offering fame. Katt Williams unveiled some eye-opening revelations suggesting that Diddy wasn't merely an onlooker. Supposedly, he played a role in the situation as well. In 2011, Katt delivered a freestyle where he cast shade on numerous industry personalities, but when addressing Diddy and Jermaine, his words were targeted and precise. Katt Williams' candid demeanor adds an extra layer of unease to the situation. According to sources, Diddy wasn't the sole figure allegedly implicated in Jermaine's actions. Supposedly, he also facilitated the boys' involvement with Jada Smith in 1993. Katt staunchly contends that Diddy and Jermaine indirectly contributed to Chris Kelly's tragic demise. From his perspective, they bear responsibility for Chris's descent into substance overuse. Katt argues that without the trauma inflicted by Diddy and Jermaine Dupri, Chris Kelly might still be alive today. Regrettably, Chris may have been among Diddy's alleged early victims, but tragically, he wasn't the last. Throughout the years, a slew of reports has surfaced implicating Diddy in unsettling interactions with young boys. Speculation spans from unwelcome advances to creating uncomfortable scenarios. Particular noteworthy is Gene, Diddy's ex-bodyguard, who has consistently disclosed insider details, hinting that within the industry, it's widely recognized as an open secret that Diddy engages in inappropriate conduct with young boys.
He blacked my eye. They went through a whole lawsuit. Oh, he blacked my eye. We at the hotel. It was on this day, about this time. They said, okay, we gonna contact. We were in the studio. He said, yo, I'm gonna drug their off and pick them up and pick them out to my nigga.
Furthermore, federal law enforcement agencies once launched an investigation into Diddy for alleged inappropriate relationships with minors. In 2013, during the arrest of the music industry figure James Roseman, also known as Jimmy Henchman, federal investigators suspected he might possess information about Diddy's dubious interactions with minors. He underwent extensive questioning about the romantic inclinations of entertainers, particularly exploring whether Sean Diddy Combs was engaged in intimate relationships with underage boys. As outlined in the U.S. District Court filing, prosecutors probed into the entertainer's romantic inclinations, not exclusively focusing on Sean Combs, but also considering the possibility of his involvement in such relationships with underage boys. As more details come to light, the credibility of Katt Williams' assertions becomes increasingly apparent. Supporters have voiced their backing, pointing out a reoccurring trend in the entertainment industry where individuals who revealed uncomfortable truths are frequently dismissed as crazy. Regrettably, this tactic of labeling extends beyond entertainment, with governmental authorities also employing similar strategies to discredit citizens who speak inconvenient truths. But what do you think about all this mess? Let us know in the comments below. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this.